Is the city of Pittsburgh headed for a financial crisis? Is it already in one? Last night, KDKA lead investigator Andy Sheehan laid out the challenges.
And tonight he talks with the two candidates for mayor about what they say needs to be done.
It looks like a perfect storm. City vehicles on their last legs backed up at the repair garage. Understaffing of police and paramedics resulting in burnout, runaway overtime, and concerns about the public safety. At the same time, federal COVID relief funds are drying up, and downtown building assessments are falling. City Controller Rachel Heisler says the city needs to level with the public and address the situation head on.
But I believe that we need to be more practical and honest with city residents, city businesses, and city stakeholders about the fiscal health of the city. And I think we need to demonstrate some capacity for cost containment, look at places where we can grow city revenue, and start there.
The Gainey administration declines to call it a crisis, saying it spent more money on vehicles than administrations past, has stepped up recruiting, and is trying to rein in overtime. Deputy Mayor Jake Pollock says the financial reserves are healthy, but is analyzing the situation and won't rule out a tax increase when it introduces the administration's final budget next month.
Despite a popular narrative to the controversy, we take these decisions very seriously, and we believe that we have a responsibility to make informed decisions with data.
The two candidates for mayor would like to avoid increasing taxes or laying off staff, but say drastic steps are needed. First, cutting what they see as wasteful spending. Republican candidate Tony Moreno says the money needs to be redirected to essential services.
So if we reprioritize those monies that are being out-wasted, and we know that there's waste, we know that they're misspending money.
Heisler has targeted unspent money in the city's $10 million a year affordable housing fund and singled out $16 million in Stop the Violence grants slated for community organizations. Corey O'Connor says he'll look at all spending with a fine-tooth comb, specifically the administration's penchant for consultant studies, including a $6 million comprehensive plan.
Are there contracts that we don't need anymore? Are there, contracts that are citywide that are millions of dollars that we've already done studies on before? How do we actually get back to the basics of running government again?
The Gainey administration is focused on affordable housing, but developers have complained roadblocks and a lack of incentives have thwarted their projects. Both Moreno and O'Connor say the fiscal situation won't be fixed without growing the city with new residents and new tax revenues in a more business-friendly environment.
We're not focusing on growth and opportunity. As I was crossing the street, saw a young entrepreneur who now wants a storefront downtown. That should be one of my first calls to say, hey, how do we get you set up in a place downtown? How do we grow your business? And I think that's what we're missing right now in Pittsburgh.
And lastly, both candidates believe they will succeed in getting payments in lieu of taxes from the city's nonprofit hospitals and universities. But the city may be facing a deficit in the tens of millions of dollars and might need every cent to avoid hitting property owners with higher taxes. Andy Sheehan, KDKA-TV News.